Hello guys, I will very direct and it's a very short video. I don't want this video to be too long. So what you need to know about this boat, I'll say it very direct because you using this boat, you can determine what you want, how fast you want to earn money, how fast you want to manage your accounts. For those of us who do not know what Prooframe all about, I've make a lot of video explanation on what Prooframe all about and the Prooframe in which I can recommend the one that I'm using personally, the challenge one, the FTMO, the fundedness, and the Insta Funder profile. So I think toward the end of this video, I will show you the profile I'm personally using so far and order of my community and the payouts I've received for those profile, but I don't want this video to be too long. So I would like us to get off from scratch. So for those who do not familiar with C trading platform, let me start from scratch. The first thing is for you to download the C trading app. Download the software. Once you download the software, the next thing is for you to get the votes from the group. So I believe you're in the general group. If you're in the general group, the Telegram group by now, the vote is already available there. But if you are in the register member group, we are paying for the main source. So you just locate our register group. Yes, locate this is the group. So you can easily download the direct live account source. Since majority of us will be in general group, so let me just download the general group now. So once you are in Telegram group like this, you log in the Telegram on your system. Right click on it, click on show in folder. Once you click on show in folder, you can see the boot, right? So copy it like this. Just copy it. Copy it. Once you copy it, locate a particular place on your system. Locate a particular place. Just paste it there. Just because it's already exists here. So let me just skip the file. Let me just skip it. So it's already available here, as you can see. This is it. It's already available here. So this actually the difference between the one that is available on our register group and this one is that this one is only work for backtesting only. You cannot use this one for live accounts. So unless you register, you join the register group. So that's where you have access to the live one. So but before you do that, if you are someone that you want to know your expectation from the booth, maybe it's something you are satisfied with. So that's the purpose of the backtest. And the backtesting work exactly with the live, it work accurately with the live data. So after you have downloaded it, the next thing is for you to log into your cTrader platform. cTrader platform is also like MT5. So we also have the MT5 version of it, if that is what you prefer. But this one is more convenient and it's more easy. So I hope you get right. So after you log in, you can create an account with any broker that offers C trading platform like Deriv, Pepperstone, all those kind of broker. But since you are using it for proof, I would recommend you create your account with FTMO. You can also request for the link if you wish to use my own referral link. It's your choice. Actually, you can use any proof of your choice to run this bot. But if you want my own recommendation, the one that has been using so far, you can request for the link and I will send you my whole referral link. I hope you get right. So that's that. So the next thing, after you have created the account with FTMO, you can easily create a demo account under C Trading platform. Once you create a demo account under C Trading platform, use the same email to log into your MT5, to your cTrader rather. So the same email you use to register on the FTMO account, so use the same email to register to this cTrading. Once you registered, once you log in, it will lead you to somewhere here. Yes, it will lead you to somewhere here. Just locate this algo like this, locate it. The next thing is for you to come here. Around here, you see new, right? Click on new. Add an existing. Yes, click on this add an existing. So you need to drag the file. It's either you drag the file or you just choose the file. So this is the file you can see, right? This is what I download. Add. You can see, right? Because I've already have it already exists. Let me quickly just click yes. So you just need to cancel this one. Yes. So the next thing is for you to do is for you to come here, around here like this, locate around here, change here the pair, change it to good. Select good. By default, you are using it for good. So your OBP at hero, change it to good. Make sure it's 1 hours. So the next thing is for you to click on this. It will appear like this. Click on this backtesting out up here. So what you want to do first is that you want to backtest this bot and see how it's been working, how it's been delivered over time. And the next thing you need to pay attention to that actually what you should be expecting from these bots determine on your own choice. You can choose what you want for this bot. So and these are the simple things you can put in place to make sure your account is safe, or if you decide want to be aggressive, these are the things you must pay attention to. So actually these are the conditions that will make the bot to pick trade. So but you don't really need to worry about this. But you can see the stop loss, right? 1000 pip, and the take profit is 50,000. This one ratio 50 risk reward. Don't worry, along the line, once you join my community, you're able to understand the psychology behind this game. So that's that. The second thing I wanted to pay attention to is if your own may be 10 like this maximum level may be 10, make sure you change it to 1 so that it may be very easy. There are a lot of things you can use this boost to. I intentionally leave it as 10 default, but you can make sure you change it to 1 because this boost can be perform a lot of things a lot. But if you're using it for proof, these are the only thing you can pay attention to and make some little achievement on. So that's that. So the second thing is that make sure you pay attention to this maximum level on this setting like this trading setting, this maximum level like this. So you can leave it at 1. Actually, the meaning of this is that if you want the bot to just be open one trade, that the trade must hit stop loss before it will open another trade. So that is the meaning of this. But if you want it to open like 2 trades in a row or 3 trades in a row, so that will determine the risk you want to tolerate. So let's start with 1. So yes, the next thing you need to pay attention to here is you can see the risk level, right? Since we are working with level 1 only, so that's why I told you to change this one to 1. Since you have changed this one to 1, it will only be working with this risk percent. So it will only be working with this number 1 this percent. So you can change it to 2, but let's start with 1. You're able to see the difference. You can change it to 2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, depend how aggressive you want to be. So but I will also at the end of this video, I will tell you what I'm using personally, and I will tell you what I will recommend for you to use. So you will now determine on your own end how fast and how safe you want to run your account with, and any decision you make during the backtest will determine what you will be using no matter how the market condition. Actually, that's one of the importance of you paying attention to this. So that's the only thing you can make adjustment on. Yes, actually this aspect is very important too. You can see the revenue balance, right? Yes, what happened here is that on this C trading, there's no place for you to change the balance. No, when we are using MT5, there's a way in the area of deposits, you can easily change it to 20,000, 50,000 depending on your account size. You see, trader did not have that option. That's why I need to include a place in the booth that we can manually input the amount you want to work with. So let's start with 10k. Okay, this is 0.1. So let's start with 10k. Let's start $10,000. So let's start with that. So which means that the bot will be running based on this 10,000 balance. So that's that. That is the only adjustment you can make. So that's that. The next thing is for you to come here. Make sure you click on this partial mode so that you're able to see it. The next thing is for you to want to backtest this bot from January this year. Let's start from January this year. So today. Yes, so today. So you can also do the same on your hand. Yes. So let's check it. With this risk percent we put in place, we are using 0.1, right? Yes, we are using 1 year and 0.1 risk percent here, and we are telling the bot that you must not open more than one trade in a row. So let's check the results so far. Let's check the results. So once you click on play like this, you will see play here. Click on play. So your whole may be slow like this, it may be slow like this. So just drag it forward so that it may be fast. So yes, and if you want to see how the bot is working every month, every day, you can just put it in the slow. Just be watching it. You'll be able to see how it's being displayed. Hope you get rest. So this is where you can see the lot size is using everything that is using live. So you can see it right. Pin. Yes, you can see the results, Shava. From January to this moment, you can see that it's only 4%. And one of the things I want you to pay attention to that, you can see the maximum drawdown is just 4%, right? Yes. Let's assume you decide to use you decide that this but I want you to pick 2 trades in a row, and I'm eager to use 2%. So let's backtest it. So you let backtest it. You're able to see the difference. What you use here will determine how your account is going to be safe. You can see the difference, right? This is over 2,000 US dollars so far in profit. You can see the difference, right? Yeah. So what you use here will determine the result you want, and it will determine how fast you want to make money. Also, it will determine how you put your account into risk. So that's that. You can see the balance rate, right? You can see the balance. This is over 1.5. If you are using 10K accounts, you have get a lot of payouts so far. But if you pay attention to something here, you can see that the maximum drawdown is 12%, which means there's a possibility that among the accounts, one account have already been blue. So, and these are the settings I personally use, and this is what I normally recommend. I'm not that aggressive. And I make sure that because these bots, especially the global market, I normally sell these bots to global markets. Let me leave this one as 2. So let's leave this one as 2 and backtest it again. Yes. Actually, this particular boat, I normally market it on the global, the MQ market, for those who know the MQ market, and also the cTrader global store market. For those Pakistan, US dollar, Euro people that normally get these boats, they are very aggressive with it. They can get a lot of payout in a month because they have resources to always back themselves no matter what happens. They are very, very happy to see boats like this. It's a very strict risk management, not determine what you want per se. Okay, right? You can see the balance, right? And you can see the drawdown. You can see that there's a slight difference. But let's assume that, okay, let's use 200K for an example. Okay, we want to be a little aggressive. Let's assume you are very aggressive. So let's assume you are using 2%. 0.2% per trade is 0.2% per trade. Yes. What you will experience using this boot is that you will experience small lose, but you can see, right? But one big loss, one big win like this will cover everything up. You'll be experiencing small lose. You can see the balance now is over 4,000, over 3,000. Yes. That's what you experience so far. So I don't want this video to be too long. This is what you can come to do on your own end. And just be doing this over and over for your own end. So you can see the balance is over 3,000, which means that you have got a lot of payouts so far. And this is the drawdown you experienced during that period. So let's assume you are using 200K accounts. You are using 200K accounts. You just need to come to this revenue balance as 200K account. But I want you to pay attention to something. This trading statistic only work accurately with 10k account, because by default there's no way we can change this starting capital to 200k. That's why I need to integrate a way that we are going to work align with the balance we want. But this statistic here will not be accurate with this 200k account. The only what will be accurate is the balance, because this statistic will work with 10k. Let me show you. Let me play it. So you can do from last year at any time you want. So you can backtest it and see from your own end. So as you can see, this is how you can see all the trade running. You can see right now, let me pause this and show you something. This is over 47,000 US dollar. But I want you to pay attention to something here, that you are using a very little aggressive, which means that you give the permission for the bot to open up to 5 trades in a row. So let's continue. So what you can do on your whole end is for you to backtest it from January last year to date and use the different setting parameters so far to determine what you really want. You can see, right? You can see this balance, right? This is 38,000 US dollar from 200k accounts. So if you want to run this bot live, you just need to come here and click on play. If you do not have access to the live version yet, if you click on play, it will not play. So it will not play. So that's that. So the second thing I would like us to talk about is a particular program you can use, in which I will recommend for you to use. I think right now I'll be displaying it on the shout. I think I will just drive it out and I'll be displaying it on the shout. So I've made a lot of video on the personal program I'm using so far and the payouts we have received on it. I think I will drop the description of this video, in which I explained what program all about, the program I am personally using. So I take my time to show you all this proof in this video, so you can watch that. So I don't want this video to be too long. So that is that. So for you to get access to this bot, you just need to pay a one-time fees, which is $50. Actually, this fees will give you access to join my community. Let me show you my community. Here, this will give you access to join my community member. So when you join the community, you will have access to all the resources needed. You have access to join our group, both the Telegram group, and the WhatsApp community. And one of the things we need normally engage there with the Tarant is a very open community, and make sure I carry everyone along. So what really matters most, and you can easily ask any question, any clarity, and other trader can also reply you there. So we have a lot of expert trader here. So that's that. There are a lot of things you can. Yes, one of the things I would like us to talk about is that these are the simple plan we are working towards, and these are what you can also partake on. A lot of us, some are in phase 2, phase 3. So the plan is for us to start as little as we can. If you can afford 10k accounts, 200k account, any account you want to afford, the target is to get minimum of 10k accounts of 200k. I mean 10k of proof accounts, and it will be total of 2 million allocation. So these are the steps we need to follow. After we get payouts, we keep the 50% on our own end. The remaining 50% we use it to grow our account. So these are this we are working towards till we are able to get 2 million allocation, and majority of us, some are in phase 4. So I think I will just display this for a few minutes so that you can relate. Actually, this is not a compulsory something, but this is what we recommend for you to grow and scale your account higher. And if you are using a very safe mode, this is what I would recommend you to use. If you come here, this is what I'm using personally. But if you are someone that what really matters to you is for you to make sure your account is 99% safe, just make sure you use one. But the backside is that it will take a very long time before you hit a particular target. Yeah, especially if you are working towards challenge accounts. The FTMO The FTMO is one of the top one I will recommend for you. So it's a very good reputation. It's a very good proof firm. They are over 10 years now. You can go and make a personal recharge on any proof firm you decide want to use. So that's that. So this is what I use personally. I use 2 year. So you can also clone my. Yes. If there's a need, yeah, I use 0.1. Yes. So if there's a need for you to use another proof firm which do not allow copy trade or general bots like this, so you can just let me know. There's a way we play around it. Your own strategy will be totally different for we. So individual have a own unique strategy we are using. That means that even though you want to use a proof firm that do not allow you to use the same strategy with other users. So that's why I make this parameter an open source that everyone can change here and set. I will just recommend what you need to change here, and your whole entry will be unique. Your whole everything will be unique. I hope you get right. So that it will now become personal entry, personal strategy for you. So that's that. And lastly, apart from the challenge account, the FTMO, the 5% and the fundedness, which are the challenge and which are the three profile I recommend. So, and the last thing is that there's also what's another profile we are leveraging, which is instant funding. Instant funding account will give you access to a live account. These are what I've already explained in the previous video explanation I've made, in which I will recommend you to watch it so that you can relate easily. Instant account will give you access to a live account directly. You start passing through challenge, but you can't compare a well-reputation profile like fundedness, FTMO, the 5%. I will display those profile now. So I will also recommend like for you to go have access to an instant funding account. WemasterTrade, they are very good. They have a good package. Also have Aquafunded and GoatFunded. So actually, if you need the MT5 version of it, so but if you want to use the MT5, you need the VPS. Okay, let me choose one of my okay, let me use this. Let me show us. You will need a VPS in which you will need to pay a subscription every month, and with the minimum package of $3 on the VPS I will recommend. So this is how VPS look like for those who do not know VPS. You can see this is the current rate on this account. You can see right, we are currently in profits. So this part of the boat show this. Actually, this particular boat is the one that is available on our Telegram. So once you get access to the community, you also have access to this particular boat for free. This particular boat is $50 on its own, because once you have access to my community, you have access to all the materials available there, and you will determine what you want to use at any time of your choice. So you can see the current running trade. You can see all the information needed here. So that's just about that. So if you have any specific question, clarity, you can easily let me know. Just come to my DM on WhatsApp or ask specific question on the group. I believe you've been one of my groups so far. You can easily ask me direct question or you ask in the group. So that's that. See you later.